start. Good morning, everybody. This is Karen Thomas, and I am here with our Thursday morning virtual coffee chat. And we have some of our members here, and we're going to be talking about different, business ideas or business topics. Feel free to hit the replay button if you watch this on the replay. And of course, come join us on a Thursday morning, 11:30 Eastern time. We look forward to having your opinion in whatever we are discussing. So I see Maria came in. I thought I admitted her.
Yep.
Where are you, Maria? I can't see you. It says you're here. It just says your video's off. Okay. So there you are. All right.
I always forget that it's either sound or video.
It's okay. We're all working through this journey of online and technology, and some days we do better than others. All right. So we have a few people here. What I'd like us to do is introduce yourself, what company you're with, and what part of the country you're in. All right. Let's go. Lisa.
Hi, I am Lisa Marie, and I'm with My Daily Choice. I have been for 5 years, and I'm from the U.S., Wisconsin, and we still have 5 feet of freaking snow.
Oh my
We do. So nice to be here. Thank you.
It's going to be 70 here today, so I'm glad I'm here. All right, Miss Maria.
Oh my goodness. I can't top that at all. Hi, I'm Maria, and I'm from Texas, and I sell Color Street nails, and I have a vendor's event, and company coming in, so I'm a little busy and heard my alarm, and I was on a phone call and said, "Oh, I gotta go."
Well, we're glad you're here. And Mr. Timothy is, he's here. So you're just in time to introduce yourself and tell us where you're from.
Well, I'm Tim Pacello, and I'm from Goodland, Kansas. I'm actually a native from Denver, Colorado, but I grew up down here.
And what company are you representing, Mr. Timothy?
CTFO.
Okay, very good. Very well. Did anybody, I put in the question for the thing. Does anybody have a topic they wanted to talk about today?
I'm open to anything.
Anything. Okay. Maria, did you have any ideas?
Keeping the brain redirected and not left or right, stay in focus. I was sick the beginning of this week, and it's taken me 2 days to get back on track.
Okay. Well, we can talk about that. I also put in the event a chart or a list of so many ways that you can improve yourself. Did anybody see that list?
I believe I did. But
Not sure.
Okay, so that was kind of one of my ideas for today. It's about growing. And the from all my years in business, and I've been in business for myself since I was in my middle 20s. So I have almost 45 to 50 years of being in business. And the biggest theme that I have ever held or had from any mentor or person that is, of course, doing better than me, is that you work more on yourself than you work on your business. Has anybody else heard that?
I follow that too. Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we chime in? What are some of the ways that you work on trying to grow, either in any way in your business or your life? What are some of the ways that you grow? Let's start with you, Miss Lisa.
I've got a daily routine that I follow every single morning. Working on myself, the first thing is to pray. Thank God for waking another day. And I do my I am statements in the morning. And I read a chapter of The Science of Getting Rich. And I have that audio of that book in my ear at all times if I'm able, especially when I'm driving. And then I have my nightly routine. I read the God Memorandum every single night. That takes like 35.34 minutes. Anyway, my mentors gifted those things in that regimen to me. And if I fall off that at any time, I notice that during the day, I am not in the same vibration. My cup is not full. And if my cup is not full, I cannot give back to others. So you always got to make sure my cup is full before I go on with anybody.
Wow, that sounds like it's very empowering. Tim, do you have any certain things that you do to help you grow each, either every day or in a week or a month?
I get up every morning and try to get motivated by reading a lot of motivational material. I kind of have a routine, and I get up and read, and have my coffee. I try to keep everything. My day is organized, that's for sure. Because I have my CTFO business, but I'm a professional auto detailer, and I've been doing that for quite some time, and I do make good money doing it. So, and throughout the day though, I try to, what we've talked about before is making our posts daily. I try not to talk about my business, but maybe once or twice a week. I don't throw it out there,
Good job.
but I try to just stay on track, and I do little things at night with the company and then with some other motivational people that I get together with.
So what's some of your favorite authors for motivational? What are your favorite topics for your motivational material?
Well, Brian Carruthers, he's a good one. I like him and Fraser Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
It's just staying on your game.
Right. Cool. All
Hey,
right.
I've been blessed to have some pretty amazing mentors in my life. And I honestly try to mirror and match what they are doing because they're creating leaders. They are making the millions already. So wouldn't you want to mirror and match? I believe in edifying people that are better than me, and that's just the way I have been taught. Now I just started recently with a different mentor. Everybody should invest in themselves every year, I believe. And now she is showing me a different way. So it's really interesting. I think a lot of ways work. I think it's really important to find what touches your heart, what brings out your true inner being, because that's not going to be the same person for everybody. So I just wanted to add that.
All right, Miss Maria, what's some things that you do?
I can't follow either one of them. I'm just new to this game. I do have a routine that I do when I get up in the morning, but as far as in the business, it's still trying to hit and miss and post, and because in the evening I'm so dog dead tired. I can't. If I'm not tired, I'm in pain. So it's one or it's the other.
Right.
So still trying to get this figured out. I have put on my list of things to do to read for 30 minutes, some motivational, a book that I ordered, but I haven't been able to get to that either. So much has been let go after I had surgery in October and then re-broke my toe in January that I'm still trying to catch up inside the house. So I'm not going to say there isn't enough hours in the day. I'm going to say that I need to utilize the hours that I do have more effectively. And so there isn't much you can do sitting down. There's still a lot of swelling, and I have to be in a boot now another 6 weeks. So just so much has got left behind, if you can hardly imagine that. I'm still trying to catch up that way. I'm
You
preparing.
probably feel overwhelmed, don't you?
Overwhelmed is is a good word for it. But when I've gone to the other side now, or gone deeper into the why me? Last night I was washing out something in the shower, and the shower door fell off and hit the toe that I have broke, and I'm screaming in pain, yelling, "Why, Lord, me?" I mean, things just won't leave this foot alone.
Okay.
So after surgery on it, I had tripped over an anthill and broke it again in January, and now yesterday a shower door fell on it. So I'm going to have to stay on my feet on this boot without adequate medicine this whole weekend. So I finally said, I need help. And that's where I'm at now. So I have help, but that's only at this vendor's event. So we had two of the people that were living here, and I'm just trying to balance it all.
Well, Miss Maria, have you, if asking God why me or why this keeps happening isn't getting you the results,
So,
why I would suggest turning it around saying, I'm thankful that it can heal. I'm thankful because the more you complain, it's a complaining when we ask why me, because it's bringing in and focusing on what did I do, and you didn't do anything. The thing is we have to change our energy in when things are going are more challenging. It's flipping it and saying thank you for giving me this opportunity to grow, to learn. What do I need? What am I supposed to leverage? What am I supposed to learn from this? And Maria, maybe life wants you to just to slow down and learn how to sit down. And maybe you need to be reading the books and doing more internal.
I think the words are really, you got to be careful what you're putting out there, and your words are huge. Life happens for you, not to you.
And so it's a matter of changing how you think about it and finding the opportunity in it.
Not always easy.
No,
Not
it's not easy at all. But the thing is complaining about it or asking God, why me,
That
isn't
just brings more of that about, because you're staying on that low frequency. You know that you're putting whatever vibrations we put out there, we are getting more of the same right back.
right. I've gone to listening. If I'm not listening to an audiobook, and I've got a huge audio library, but sometimes I'll switch over, but for general writing, unless I'm listening to something, I found an app called Good Vibes. Anybody ever heard of Good Vibes? And the thing about Good Vibes is that you can play it and it has different frequencies. You tune into a frequency that brings you up. And what science has found is that we acclimate to whatever energy or whatever frequency is in our vicinity. So if I want to bring my frequency up, then I listen to Good Vibes and I put it in my ears or I play it in my Bluetooth in my car. And it's very, I Uber several hours a day. And my riders just love it. They said, oh my God, this is so peaceful. This is so relaxing because we get so tense and we get so caught up in all of the pain, the struggle, and we tend to focus on that. And I've had to, with working with my last mentor, well, actually my last two mentors, it was about slowing down. But I'm so busy. I got this to do. I got that to do. And I actually just slowed down and said, it'll all get done. It'll all get done. And I started concentrating on keeping me and working on the inner me, because if the inner you is not peaceful, if it's not in harmony with your goals, your inner you is a reflection of your outer you.
Something is going to go wrong because you deep inside, that's not the thing to be doing. If you feel that, emotions have so much that clue us in to, listen to your emotions, listen to your gut, that BIA, don't lie. It doesn't. I always have like, do you guys know or heard of Abraham Hicks?
I love Abraham Hicks.
Oh my God, she is my favorite. She gets me so freaking fired up. I always have her on when I'm able. My TV is never on. Well, my husband watches TV. I don't. I don't. I will sit there with him, but I don't watch that thing. I've always got something in my ear, lifting my spirits, just, and it does make a difference in your day. I don't care who you are, how grim you are, it is going to lift your vibes. It will.
Maria, you got 6 more weeks in a boot. You know, it's hard and it's challenging, and you've got lots and lots you got to do, but you have to take care of the inner you as well.
I had to step back from my business over this past year. I just, I knew that something wasn't, something was not in homeostasis with me, that balance that you talk about. You need to have that balance. I had to take a step back and just work on me, you know. And if we can't go to the next level until we grow into that person that we need to be able to be that leader, to be able to handle situations. Do you know what I'm saying?
A good
You,
word.
you have to grow into that person.
But you have to honor you first, Maria. And it sounds like you're honoring and taking and doing everything that you think is required of you instead of listening maybe to the inner you that says, I just need to rest some.
And that's okay.
You know,
You got to fill
there's
your
things
cup
that don't
first.
need to get done. I've just stepped back sometimes and said, okay, I'm not posting every day. It's not serving my inner person.
I used to be OCD on keeping a clean house and everything just so, and I'd be on my hands and knees trimming my garden or the lawn. I mean, just stupid stuff. You know what I mean? And it wasn't serving me. If it's not serving you, get rid of it. If it's not serving you, just get rid of it. I'm telling you, I have gotten to where I honestly don't care what anybody else thinks. I don't. It's not about them. They don't pay my bills, right? So it's got to be about you. What fills your cup?
Thank you. That was very helpful.
It's hard taking time and putting us first sometimes. That we're so used and we're taught as women to give, and to do, and that we're responsible for this and we're responsible
Absolutely.
for that, and we've got to keep everything organized and
And
done.
we lose ourselves. We
We
lose
do.
ourselves in that.
And so sometimes life puts you in challenges. It's not about why things happen to us. It's about what do we need to grow and learn from each challenge. You know, the diamond is not beautiful in the ground, is it?
No,
What does it take to make a diamond beautiful,
Pressure.
right?
Sure, good
Cutting,
answer. I like that.
polishing. It takes a lot of stuff to change that rock into something beautiful. Well, that's the same thing with us in our lives. You know, it's not about not having challenges. When you're having challenges, you should say, yes, what am I? I'm growing. Things are changing. What am I need to learn?
Yeah,
It's
accept
about saying,
that.
okay, things when things are smooth for a long time, it's like,
You
okay,
said,
that can be boring.
yeah, when you facing challenges, you're going to go through another growth spurt. It's like, hang on, baby, just do it.
So, you know, I I send you prayers, Maria, because I know it's painful and it's hard, but maybe life wants you to take that time in the morning and read something that can give your heart and give you some energy and give you some fulfillment before you start your day. Because I've gotten where I do my meditation, and anytime I'm driving around, I'm listening to stuff. I don't listen to the radio anymore. I don't. The only time I watch TV is specific shows, and I record them so that I don't have to watch the commercials. But I do it on my time when I want to do it. I don't go into anybody's schedule but mine. And it's
Yeah, we have the potential to style our business to work around our lives, not the other way around. You have choices. You get to make those choices. Nobody else does. What you gonna do and what you are not gonna do. That is all you. And I tell you, as soon as you stop thinking about everybody else over yourself, a light bulb is gonna switch in you.
well, we don't mean to pick on you, Maria. You are
No,
amazing. You are
no.
wonderful.
Don't
You
feel
know
bad.
what? Do you have I am statements? I'd be happy to give mine to you. Just something to give you a ground to start with. Work off that.
You can message me them.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Can you write? I'm in the seekers group. You can just
Okay.
grab.
I would just share it with the group if it's all right with Karen. I
Everything is approved. I mean, everything goes for my approval to
Mhm.
be shared in the group. And I'm all about us, helping each other.
Absolutely. I
You
have a
know,
lot of
I just have the
resources.
controls on there to make sure people don't, share
Absolutely.
the
I
wrong
do.
stuff, because this is not about business. This is
Mm-mm.
about lifting each other up and empowering each other. And um,
Absolutely. I agree.
the thing is you have to take time at some point in each day, 5 minutes at a time, and sit back and just be quiet. I'm reading The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And this is a very deep book. This is taking me a long time to get through. But what he talks about is that we we our inner being, everything is inside us, everything we need to know, everything, because our
Already there.
brain is connected to the source. And if you can sit really still and stop the thoughts,
Yeah. Do you meditate,
concentrate
Maria?
on finding the you inside your body.
Mhm.
Because this is the amazing thing, is that these bodies, they grow old, they have injuries, they have problems, but the inside, the us that is there, doesn't ever grow old. That's why we have those funnies that say I'm a young person in an old person's body. Because
Ladies, I gotta go.
all right, thanks for
All
stopping,
righty.
Tim.
Sure
We
thing. Y'all have a good day.
You
thank
too,
you.
Tim.
But finding that, taking the time and stopping the thoughts, because the thoughts are what make you overwhelmed. It's the thoughts that make you feel bad about what you're doing or not doing, or what you're not getting done, or, oh my God. It's the thoughts, and they're just thoughts.
Mhm. I think when I didn't meditate before, and it was hard for me to start meditating. I thought, God, this is just so stupid. It's a waste of time, whatever. But it that takes practice just like everything else. And when you can sit there and quiet your mind, it's like that is when you hear it, not necessarily hear it literally, but you hear your inner self speaking to you. At least I do. You know what I mean? And that's when I can make my important decisions, I think. So, and it does take practice. It's not easy, and it takes a while to get the hang of that. But once you are able to, you find your favorite spot. Mine is up there on the hill. Of course, not this time of the year, but up there on the hill, it's just so beautiful. I could see forever. that's my meditating spot. I love sneaking off up there, and I'll just sit up there for a half hour. And I'm telling you, it makes such a difference in your day that you end up getting more done than you ever could have without. I'm serious. I am way more productive.
Right. I did Marissa Peer's. Is anybody watching or seen Marissa Peer's um interview that is in the group?
In this group,
I have it in the files. I bought the series Millionaire Within Her, and
oh,
Marissa Peers, um, uh, she developed RTT, which is Rapid Transformational
yeah.
Therapy. But in her book, I Am Enough, gives you resources for meditations, and they're guided meditations. But I do a guided meditation every morning because I'd rather listen to them and quiet my mind
Mhm.
and hear the positiveness and the way they talk, breathe in, breathe out, because it's
Do
at least
you
a
think,
time.
do you think that because I have one mentor that says it has to be this meditation, 6 phase meditation by
Too.
um
Vision.
vision,
Yep.
yeah,
I do
he's
vision.
good.
Yeah.
I like Bob Proctor's 21-minute meditation guided. It's amazing.
I
I
like
don't
Milani or Milan. I've done Milan's meditation
know.
several times too. I love Bob Proctor's meditation on abundance. I do the vision
That's the one, yeah.
one, which is they're all on YouTube.
They're all good, but I have one specific mentor who says you need to watch this one or listen to this one, meditate to this one every single day. I don't know if I agree with that so much because, again, if you're not connecting with that voice or able to calm yourself to that relaxed state where you are with that quiet mind, it- I don't know how long you got to do it, but if it's not working after a couple of months, it's like, okay, how's that working? Maybe we need to change it. So I don't know how you feel about that.
I rotate them at this point.
Yeah.
I have Sonia Riccati's. When I bought her program, Unsinkable, she has one with healing tones in them that you use left and right ear buds, and I have those all downloaded on my phone, so I will rotate between those, the ones on YouTube. But it's taking the time and starting my day with how can I move forward in my day to be the best me.
Mhm. You know, when I first wake up in the morning, I'll roll around for, or just lay there for an hour and just, and that's when I turn that on to it, at least until I hop out of bed. You know what I mean? I'm always starting with that, and it does make a difference. It really does.
So
And I
let us
pride myself. I'm sorry.
you'll
I
have to let us know, Miss Maria, when we come back next week or in the group, what you've tried and if you saw any help to that. I'd love to know,
yeah.
if our suggestions are helpful and if they give you any, because I know they've worked for me. I put off meditation for years and years. I mean, I didn't start meditating till last year, and I'm going to be 65 next month.
Me too. I just
Because I
turned
thought it was a
62.
waste of time. And I'm like, why did I wait so long? I have more peace. I get more done now because my mind, I've learned how to get rid of the stupid thoughts,
Yeah.
because when I read a book and it says a thought is just a thought, doesn't mean anything unless you accept it as a thought, unless you accept it as a reality, unless you accept what that thought says, then it becomes real. Until then, we have 60,000 thoughts every day. 60,000. And do you know they have proven by science that over 80% of them are negative against ourselves?
I'm surprised it's that low. Actually thought it was higher.
Higher than 80%? I thought
Wow.
that was tremendous all by
Yeah.
itself. But they say the other 20 is actually in trying to physically, concentrate on whatever you're doing. But We
Yeah,
got over 40 some thousand thoughts every day have some kind of criticism to us or something negative,
or judgmental.
complaint about ourselves or complaint about other people, you know.
Yeah.
It's and
Do you know that I never even knew that personal development ever, what is that? You know what I mean? Up till 5 years ago. Can you imagine the potential I could have had? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? We need to introduce this to our kids, to our grandkids, start them out young because I'm like, how come I never knew about this? You know,
well,
I
my mother
feel,
was into this when I was young, and I started with Wayne Dwyer way
oh,
back when in my 20s. So I've been on this path, but a lot of them don't give you the how to. They tell you what you're supposed to be doing. I really needed the person who sat down and say, okay, you need to do this, this, and this. Because if you can tell me what I need to do, then I can go ahead and do it and then see the results. So I've now been trying to work on helping people say, this is what, try this, do step one.
do the process, I guess. It is a
Step one,
process.
I do tapping when I get angry or something, feels frustrating. I'll do tapping to release the energy. It's about using tools to help you stay balanced. But the first thing that most all of the things that I have talked about, um, Marissa Peer was hit by a car. I was watching a YouTube thing on it, and she was talking about it was a thing with Vision of Lakani, and he was talking about Marissa was hit by a car and actually knocked down and run over by this car. And they said she would not walk, or it would take her a year to get back on track. And she, with this rapid transformational therapy, she has a meditation called DICC, which is demand. Um, it the letters stand for something, and anyway, she goes into a therapy and she commands her body to heal itself, to bring itself back to its original healthiness. She was walking in 6 weeks because she would sit down every day or 3 or 4 times a day and go through this meditation in her mind of telling it, demanding of it. Um, God, I wish I could pull it up.
Look at what Joe Dispenza did with his back. He envisioned, I don't remember what his accident was, but do you know about that, Karen?
No, I've just now gotten more where I listen to Joe Dispenza when I walk, or I listen to a lot of YouTube, and depending on what I can find really
Okay.
quick for my walk, depends on what I listen to.
He
But
healed himself too.
but the
Like,
thing is it's still about telling your body and commanding it. It's about controlling your thoughts, and but you have to want and believe in it. It's part of your belief system, and I've just grown into believing that you know there's forces and there's energy and there's frequencies, and they all affect everything that I do. And when I can keep myself in a better place up here,
yeah.
and
I guess
everything.
if you can't change something, don't worry about it. I mean, don't I think it's so important to not react either. If you can't change something, it's not your concern. It's all from him up there.
But I
So
think we draw bad things to us, things
we
that keep
do.
happening. See, when you told me the door fell on your thing, I'm like, you keep thinking about your foot and it healing and having to deal with your foot, and life keeps giving you more stuff about your foot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a matter of being grateful that it can heal, that that every day it's going to be closer to being better. It's about changing and the way you think about your foot.
Or, sit there in your quiet time, sit there and think about when your toes are healed and how you're going to feel and try to feel that emotion with that.
It
And
changes the energy.
that brings on the energy. That brings on the healing energy. Think about all the things that you're going to be able to do once those toes heal.
that
You
they're
know,
healing.
think about that.
All right, ladies, I appreciate y'all so much for being here. And I hope this was a good conversation. I hope the people out there that watch the replay enjoy what we've covered. And Maria, you are in our prayers. You know, the thing is this is when we focus our energy and send it to other people, it does manifest. And we are going to get you healed and back and feeling in control of yourself.
Thank you.
You know, you are amazing, you're wonderful, and quit expecting so much and putting so much on yourself.
You are a miracle. You are. You'll see that. You will.
So you have to listen to the little voices sometimes in the quiet that give you ideas that can help improve your life, give you the secrets that you need. But sometimes we get so busy, we're busy, we don't hear them. And that is sometimes where it takes
You
us.
made a good point too, Karen. You said you had to slow down.
I had to
Or
slow down.
yeah,
I had to accept that I and one of my mentors told me that I was being busy so that I didn't have to face that
that's a sabotaging. You are
I was
sabotaging yourself.
sabotaging myself by keeping myself so busy that I had to keep pushing myself and trying to get this done and that done, and that I would say, oh, you're just not doing well.
Something's wrong with you. That's
That's
not
right.
the
And I had
case.
to cancel all that. There's nothing wrong with us. We are beautiful, we are amazing, and we can do and have everything that we want. We just have to start trusting that it's out there and quit checking on it and quit trying to make it happen ourselves.
Yeah, we need to be patient.
Trying to make it happen myself. I've been trying to control it, bend it, do it all myself, and I finally quit doing that. I don't try to do it all myself anymore.
Enjoy the journey. You need to enjoy the journey till you get there because it could be gone like that. It
You and
could.
Vanessa, Vanessa, and Vanessa's the first one to say, she says it's hard letting somebody else help you
Mhm.
because it makes you feel like you're not all that you're supposed to be. But the thing is Maria, when you were well and what you're helping other people, right?
Yes.
Okay. Does it make you feel good to help them?
Yes.
Okay. When you don't let anybody else help you, you're not letting them feel good.
Good
My
point.
sister, it robs them of their blessing.
It does. And that is sometimes our lesson. And when things happen and we have to slow down, is we need to let other people feel good about doing for us.
For sure. I
All right.
agree. Nice
Y'all
point, Karen.
take care. We'll see you next Thursday.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Bye.